Hi, I'm Mark Bryant. Welcome to our third and final of our Commissioner's Reports with Commissioner Kyle Kallander. We're going to look back on the spring season now. A lot to talk about, a lot of successes in the spring. Kyle, thank you for the time.
Absolutely.
Let's open with your thoughts on the following accomplishments. These are kind of the high watermark items from the spring. First, we have All-Americans in men's tennis, first time in league history. Asheville's Ollie Nolan and Henry Patton.
To have Ollie and Henry and the accomplishments that they had, being champions, national champions in the fall, nationally ranked, number 4 overall seed going into the NCAAs. What a tremendous accomplishment for them and for UNC Asheville, and it's just great to see that kind of success.
And High Point women's lacrosse, they've been a success story for some time, but this year they finished the year ranked nationally, 24th in the national poll.
And to see what they have built in a relatively short time with their lacrosse program. They've become one of the best teams in the Big South Conference in all sports year in and year out. So tremendous success for them and recognition that they're getting nationally.
Campbell got to the regional final, pushing to the brink, East Carolina, the Greenville Regional. And then there's 10 Major League draft picks as well, including 5 in the first 10 rounds, which ties the record for the conference.
For a long time, we saw teams knocking at the door for the Super Regionals. And it took a little while to get there. And so you see this kind of success reaching the regional final, and I only see the Camels and our other programs building on that success so that we will certainly have that success in the future, getting into the Super Regional and beyond.
Now, as you reflect upon the 2018-19 season and all these successes, is there a moment or achievement or two that stand out to you the most?
On the field and court, another great year for the Big South, but perhaps what I point to is our 86% graduation rate of our student athletes. What a tremendous accomplishment by those kids, and not only that, but the fact that they put in nearly 40,000 hours in community service this year. Shoot, I don't know how they do it, quite frankly, and I certainly wasn't as accomplished or as successful as a student myself. So all the kudos go to our student athletes.
The spring meetings wrapped up just last week. A couple items to share with our followers as we look ahead. Autonomy legislation. Big South leadership agreed to opt in, and a lot of people are saying, what's autonomy legislation?
There are certain buckets that the NCAA has in terms of its bylaws that only the Autonomy 5 conferences can pass nationally. Those include student-athlete benefits, health and welfare, some personnel matters, those kind of things. And so they passed these in January at the convention, and then the rest of us have the opportunity to opt in and support those, or just do it on an individual institutional basis. Well, what's important for our fans to understand is that the autonomy conferences don't have a corner on being concerned about student athletes and their benefits and the experience that they have. And so it says a lot that our CEO stepped up and said, those are autonomy legislation items that we want to participate in. We want to support our student athletes in that way as well.
So what are the examples the Big South will now be providing its student athletes with new policy?
Room and board expenses for students that come in during the summer, prior to enrolling in summer school, prior to enrolling in the fall. That's a real expense item that our institutions have stepped up and said they want to support. Mental health services on campus. It's actually going to be required for our institutions to provide those services for our student athletes. So really important benefits that we are providing to our student athletes.
Another thing from the spring meetings, the strategic plan, and this is something that's been a big part of the Big South for some time. It's time to look at that and maybe make some adjustments to it. What is the importance of the membership involvement, and what direction are we going with that?
That's really a challenge when you've got 11 disparate institutions with disparate missions, with disparate ways they think about the role of athletics on campus. So trying to bring all those groups together around one plan is really challenging, but really important. And so we've begun that process. Our meetings were really important as we had collegiate sports associates sit down. They're helping us with our plan with those various groups, and having that membership involvement moving forward, which we're going to do over the course of the summer and the fall, is really critical, because our members have to really embrace what we're doing and what the goals are for the conference moving forward. And I feel really good about where we are right now in that process.
Perfect. Well, that sounds like a great place to wrap it up. Commissioner Kyle Kallander, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching, and we look forward to talking to you in the future here from the Big South Network Studio.